tell these folks your name. Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Emotional, aka your sultan of sexy. You know where the best be. It's me, can't you see? I'm fresh and so clean. What's going on, y'all? We back at it for the MC Abdul reaction video. Now, last I checked, this is the last video that we have not. It's the last video on the channel. Excuse me. That, well, of course, we haven't. We've done everything else on the channel. This is the only thing we haven't done. So we about to go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, it's gonna be a quick one. Now let's vibe. Hit the button. I missed it.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but I hope for.
I knew that beat sounded familiar. I was like, wait a minute, that mug sounds so familiar. I was like, what? But it's Eminem. Okay, cleaning out my closet. That's what it was. I was so like, I know that beat.
Centuries, this land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive tree is guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves?
No.
Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same. Denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind.
Hold on, say that one more time. I want to make sure I got my facts in order.
The same, denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind.
I'm gonna make sure. I want to make sure I bring it back further because I want to make sure I heard it right. I want to make sure.
Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same. Denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land.
Shouldn't nobody have to go through that? I don't care how you look or what you do. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to freely move and not have somebody, like, you shouldn't have to look over your shoulder unless you just making enemies out here. That's a completely different situation. It's kind of like you reap what you sow at that point. But my brother, baby sister, no, like, she shouldn't have to, like, people shouldn't have to live like that though. Like, you shouldn't have to be looking over your shoulder every 5 minutes just to go down the street just because of how you look, what you practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be having to do that. Especially like the babies, really. I'm like, why do the babies gotta go through this? You know what I'm saying? But because, like, they literally just got here. Like, they just got here. Like, the babies really, I'm like, why the babies? Leave the babies alone. Like, shouldn't nobody have to go through it? But, like, specifically, like, let's talk, like, the babies are babies. They just got here. Like, they don't even really fully have a world view yet. You know what I'm saying? They can't. It's like some of them still learning to tie their shoes and breastfeeding and all this other stuff. Like, these kids are still trying to understand who they are. They just trying to understand, wait a minute, I'm a human being. What's that? You know what I'm saying? Folks are still trying to formulate thoughts and opinions and just go outside and play soccer and do their thing and talk and have fun and color and go to school, stuff like that. Like, I just can't believe somebody could do this to some babies and not feel nothing. That's the part that throws me off. Like, how can y'all do this to how can y'all make a group of people feel like that? Like, why did, okay, let me know, because it's like I said, it's still certain things I don't understand, but it's like, why are they doing this again? And then two, like, what do you gain from doing this? I don't understand. What do you gain? Like, do you, like, you really want the land? Like, is there something else a part that's involved with the land, like oil, something? Like, because like I said, I'm just trying to understand. So, because it's like, it's a lot of stuff that just don't make sense to me, because it's like, you really about to skadoosh a whole group of people for what? It's just certain things I just don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, inform me, please. But what was it? Was so, but like I said, like, his little sister shouldn't have to feel like that. She should be able to go and move around the world and do what she does. And him as well, like, nobody should have to, what's the word? again, look over their shoulder just because of how they look. You shouldn't have to look every which way just to go down the street. Because I was taught, you know, look both ways before you cross the street. I wasn't taught you got to look up, down, side to side, behind, all of that. Like, that's insane work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry folks is actually going through that. That's crazy. Hold on, let me bring it back.
Because of where she came, they wanna occupy this land. Won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life. Because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Shashara, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 40 years.
What does that mean? Let me know. I wanna know what that means. I feel like it means God. I feel like it does, just kind of floating through it, but let me know.
Make a difference, cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted, I'm forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed, they can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made. Palestine.
Okay, question. Those of y'all that like can really relate to what he's talking about, question, like, it was something he said. Let me make sure I get my facts right. Let me make sure I hear him again. Say it again.
Light in the sky, we're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made.
How hard is it to really how is it keeping the faith in the midst of all of that? Because I can imagine that would really shake some stuff. Like, for real. Like, I can see that would really shake somebody's faith going through that. Because after a while, I ain't gonna lie, I would have had some questions. I'm like, God, like, what's going on now? Like, I understand you're gonna do something. You said you was gonna do this, but what are you doing here? What am I supposed to be learning in this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand trust and patience, but it's like, how am I supposed to move exactly? Because that's what I would have been probably thinking in that moment, right? That's probably what I would have been thinking. Like, yo, like, how am I supposed to do this? You know what I'm saying? I gotta look everywhere. I gotta go. I can't even go down the street, Lord. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do here? How am I supposed to move? How am I supposed to do X, Y, and Z? Because, like, my brain, I would have been overthinking everything. Because I'm a thinker. I be thinking a lot anyway. So just the thought of going through this and having a, like, I think it was one song he had where he was saying, like, something about his dad gotta risk his life just to buy bread. Like, if I gotta risk my life to buy bread, my brain is just, I'm gonna be overthinking like crazy if I'm in that situation. You get what I mean? So like I said, it's just certain things that I would like to understand, even though I don't fully understand certain things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, the song is a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, the song is cool. Now, as far as what he's talking about, that's just like, bro, what? Yeah, and again, like, the baby girl, his sister, going through, like, not being able to just be a kid. It seemed like you got to basically be an adult as soon as you come out at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even learn how to crawl. You got to come out walking. You got to come out running. You got to come out being able to run and sprint and all that. You can't just learn how to walk in that situation. It seemed like you have to know how to do it off rip. Like, it just seemed like you would have to learn, really, like I said, you would have to grow up quick in that situation. But again, inform me if there's anything that I'm off on. Please let me know. Like I said, I'm open to learning and trying to understand, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I know I don't understand everything. So let me know. But I'm finna get out of here, y'all. Peace, baby. Lay out.